Bandwagon Buffs, man. Hell of a game. 2 went for 500.
Bandwagon Buffs,
that's right.
Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon Buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Family, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. Family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Please excuse my voice. I am still trying to get my voice back after that week 1 game in Texas. I was screaming so hard in Fort Worth, Texas at the TCU game that my voice has not fully come back yet, but you know the show must go on, as they say in show business. In this video, guys, I'm going to give you the standings and the national rankings. We're going to start with week 1 and then we're going to move on to week number 2. So let's go ahead and take it away. Harry B, give us the week 1 numbers. Go. All right, guys, I'm going to call these out real fast, so let's go. The Pac-12 is looking like this. Your Pac-12 Power 5 rankings are going to be USC, Arizona, Arizona State, California, and then Colorado rounds out at the 5th spot in that top 5 ranking for the Pac-12. USC overall, they're 2-0. Arizona is 1-0. Arizona State 1-0. California 1-0. Colorado 1-0. I know a lot of Buff fans are like, oh boy. All right, we got Oregon at 1-0. Oregon State 1-0. We got Stanford, they're 1-0. UCLA 1-0. Utah Utes 1-0. Washington is 1-0, and Washington State 1-0. Week 1 going into the college football week. We know that as the AP Top 25 was looking a little different, so let's go over the current rankings as it stands before week number 2. Let's go. At the number 1 spot, we have the reigning champ. That's Georgia Bulldogs, 1-0. At the number 2 spot, we have Michigan. They're 1-0. At the number 3 spot, we have Alabama. They're 1-0. Number 4, we have Florida State. They're also 1-0. Holding down the number 5 spot is Ohio State. They are 1-0. And the number 6 spot is USC. They are 2-0. Somebody said USC is looking scary. The boogeyman is out. Holding down the number 7 spot is Penn State. They're 1-0. Coming in at number 8 is Washington. They're 1-0. And then Tennessee is holding down the number 9 spot. They are 1-0. Notre Dame slides into that number 10 spot at 2-0. At number 11, we got Texas. They're 1-0. The AP 12 spot is being held down by Utah Utes. They're 1-0. Oregon put a beating on their opponent in the opening game. They're 1-0 in the 13th spot. We know LSU caught the L in their opening game, so they dropped all the way down to number 14. They're 0-1. And then we got Kent State at the number 15 spot. They're 1-0. In the number 16 spot, we got Oregon State. They're 1-0. In the number 17 spot is UNC. They're 1-0. Holding down the number 18 spot is Oklahoma. They're 1-0. Number 19, Wisconsin, 1-0. Ole Miss steps into the 20th spot. They're 1-0. Duke is number 21 at 1-0. Colorado, ranked for the first time in a long time, are in the number 22 spot. They're 1-0, beating TCU. 23rd spot is being held down by Texas A&M. They're 1-0. And number 24 is Tulane. They're 1-0. And then we got number 25, Clemson. They took that L in week 1. They are 0-1. All right, that was the week 1 numbers. Now we are going to go over the week 2 numbers, the Pac-12 standings, and then we're going to go over the national rankings. After being unfairly predicted and ranked at the number 11th spot in the Pac-12, Colorado, after 2 games, has now worked its way all the way up to the number 2 spot in the Pac-12 standings, right behind USC. USC is in the number 1 spot currently in the Pac-12, but we know that Coach Prime is gunning for that spot, so just stay tuned, because I personally believe that we have not played our best football yet. That Nebraska game, we shut them down, we spanked that butt, part of that Red Sea, but I feel like that was not a good showing. It was real sloppy. We came away with the W, but sometimes you're just gonna have to grade it out. As long as you come away with that W, it's all good. But anyway, so we got number 1 USC, number 2 Colorado. Let's go over the rest of the Pac-12 standings, and then we'll go over the national national rankings. Let's go. Your number 3 team is going to be Oregon. They are 2-0, 1-0 at home and 1-0 away. At the number 4 spot is going to be Oregon State. Oregon State is 2-0, 1-0 at home, 1-0 away. UCLA is in that number 5 spot. They are 2-0 overall, 1-0 at home and 1-0 away. Right behind UCLA is the Utah Utes. They are 2-0 overall, 1-0 at home, 1-0 away. All right, and behind the Utah Utes is the Washington Huskies. They are 2-0, guys, 2-0 at home. They play their very first 2 games at home. Very comfortable. Let's see how they do when they go away, because when you have to travel, it feels a little different than the field or the place you've been practicing. The next team, guys, right behind the Huskies is the Washington State Cougars. They are 2-0. They are 1-1 away and at home. The next team behind the Cougars is the Arizona Wildcats. They are 1-1. They call an L, guys. They are 1-0 at home, guys, and away they are 0-1. The next team we got is the Arizona State Sun Devils. You want to know how they got their nickname, guys? This is true story, okay? Facts. Back in the day, one of their coaches was running along the seabed. As he was running in the desert heat, in that desert sun, he came upon a windstorm, and that windstorm started to spin that dust. The dust started to form some type of a sun devil, and right there and then the coach got a bright idea to say, we've been trying to get a mascot. Maybe we should call ourselves the Sun Devils. And right there and then their name was born to put it to the vote, and everybody thought it was a great idea, and they became the Sun Devils. If you want to hear more stories like this about the mascots in the Pac-12, guys, I have a video on my YouTube channel where I go over all of the Pac-12 teams and give you their mascots, and there are some really good stories about how each team got their mascots, so you can go check that out. In the number 11 spot, where they should have been to begin the season or even in the preseason, is Cal, guys. Even though they did beat that 1-11 team, they are 1-1. They did catch an L early on. They are 1-1 overall, 0-1 at home, but they did catch that win away. And finally, guys, rounding off our top 12 guys in the Pac-12 is Stanford. They are 1-1 overall. They are 0-0 at home, 1-1 when they are away. So that's how it's looking like in the Pac-12. There is a storyline brewing about the Pac-12. I want you to keep that in mind as we go over the national rankings. Let's go. All right, guys, so here is our Associated Press AP top 25 teams in the nation college football rankings. This is how it's shaping out after 2 weeks of football, guys. In the number 1 spot still is the reigning champs, the Georgia Bulldogs. They are 2-0. The second spot is being held by Michigan. They are 2-0, guys. Number 3 is the Florida State Seminoles. They are 2-0. In the number 4 spot, coming off an upset of Alabama. Yes, that Alabama, that Nick Saban Alabama. He was actually beat by one of his former understudies. Texas is 2-0 in the number 4 spot. We're moving on to the number 5 spot. That is USC Trojans. They are 3-0. In the number 6 spot, we have Ohio State. They are 2-0. We have Penn State in the number 7 spot in the nation. They are 2-0. In the number 8 spot is going to be the Washington Huskies. They are 2-0. Rounding up the top 10 AP rankings, guys, is Alabama, who took an L from Texas. They are 1-1. AP still trusts that they are a pretty good team because Nick Saban is a formidable opponent no matter who he's facing. You did catch the L from Texas, but they are a good team, so we're not going to drop you guys all the way down to the bottom. We're just going to drop you down to number 10. All right, guys, so we're moving on to number 11, Tennessee. Tennessee is 2-0. The number 12 spot is the Utah Utes. They are 2-0. Utah Utes is one of those teams that I think might be our Colorado, but that is just my disbelief. That is not Coach Prime's belief, okay? All right, guys, moving on to our number 13 spot is going to be Oregon. They are 2-0. And then LSU, they caught an early L in the season opener. They are 1-1 in the number 14 spot. Number 15 is going to be Kansas State. Kansas State is 2-0. Our number 16 spot is going to be the Oregon State Beavers. They are 2-0. I can tell you, if you want to find out how they became the Beavers, please go to my YouTube channel and you can find out how they became the Beavers or how they got their nickname as the Beavers. At the number 17 spot is Ole Miss, Mississippi. They are 2-0. What are you guys doing, Mississippi? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Anyway, moving on to the number 18 spot is our Colorado Buffaloes. They are 2-0. Skol, Buffs. That's SKO, Buffs. Number 19 spot, guys. We're not just gonna move right on from Colorado. Come on now, that's our constituent. That's our team. That's the team that I represent here at TLP Sports Club, Harry B. They were not even ranked to start the season, guys. We were ranked number 11th in the Pac-12. We were not ranked nationally. I believe it was RJ Young who ranked us. He put us in the top 25. I believe he had us at number 20 in his top 25 predictions. So we got to give a shout out to RJ Young. Guys, if you have RJ on Twitter, say Harry B told me to come over here and tell you thank you for putting us in the number 20 spot in the preseason predictions. Everybody thought he was crazy, but he seemed to be pretty accurate to me. That guy has believed since day one. He is one of the media heads that has believed all the way to now. He's still believing. Shout out to RJ Young, the early believers and the analysts that thought that we deserved to be in that top 20 spot preseason. All right, guys, so number 19 is Oklahoma. They are 2-0. Rounding out our number 20 spot, UNC. All right, that's the University of North Carolina. They are 2-0. I have friends from UNC, guys, so salute to UNC. I went to UNC Greensboro. I'm a UNC product, even though my campus is Greensboro, but I am a UNC product. Okay, guys, put some respect on North Carolina, baby. Yes, sir. Anyways, number 21, guys, is Duke, the Duke Blue Devils. Okay, it's cold if you are a Blue Devil. They are 2-0. Number 22 is the U. Miami, Florida are 2-0, guys. Number 23, we have Washington State Cougars. They are in the number 23 spot at 2-0, guys. Number 24, UCLA. They're 2-0. Rounding out the AP top 25 teams in the nation is Iowa at number 25. They are 2-0. So what is the narrative, Harry B, that you told us to keep in mind is how many Pac-12 teams that are ranked in the AP top 25 still after 2 weeks of football. The reason why I told you to remember that is because that the Pac-12 was predicted to be one of the worst conferences. Yes, it was attached to the Coach Prime narrative, and a lot of people are saying we are in a terrible conference, and I kept saying win, lose, or draw. If we start winning in the Pac-12 is going to be weak. If you look at the AP top 25 rankings, you see a lot of Pac-12 teams in the daggone top 25 in the nation. So what does that tell me? Or what does that tell you? That means that the Pac-12 is one of the toughest conferences currently in college football. That's what that says. I know that when it comes to Coach Prime, everything has to be diminished, everything has to be talked down upon, or everything has to be graded low, because Coach Prime just can't be given that much power, because one man can't have that kind of power, okay? But anyways, this is not one of those videos where I give you perspectives. I just wanted to give you these numbers as a weekly thing. I'm going to come back to you guys next week and give you the rankings in the Pac-12 and in the national standings. And that's what it is, guys. I will see you guys next week. Get it? See you next week. Skol, Buffs. Okay, family, that is all the information that I have for this video. I hope you got a little something out of it, and if you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button to help this channel grow. That's all I do here. I'm gonna have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B, and that right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club.